Nonsense! You're fine! You're useless! Nothing you do will make the world better. You may have a point, but it's pointless. To our honorable members of the Board of Judges, distinguished guests, my fellow Thuricians, ladies and gentlemen, the world is already cruel, unjust, and unfair. The world where many of its people face the brutality of unending wars, disastrous and catastrophic phenomena occur, and use of death and killings take place. The place where, despite the glaring breakthrough in technological advancement and modernization the world has today, there are still a handful number of countries in the world suffering from extreme poverty, where children and adults starve for the rest of their lives. How ironic to know that while people in first world countries listen to music from their luxurious gadgets and enjoying their sumptuous meals, people from Sudan, Ethiopia, India, and Bangladesh listen hopelessly to the sound of their grumbling stomach. In the same manner that while people in some places sleep in peace, others stay awake waiting for the day thunderous explosions would stop and never be heard again, unless they are dead. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this picture of reality today. This is the world where we live. Can't we see how dark the world now? Open your eyes, people. Open your minds. Can't we understand that these are happening because of the incompetence of some leaders who are blinded by the vanity of this modern world? The kind of leadership that would bring us to the slope of endless agony and betrayal? What the world needs today is a leader who is value-laden and driven by the desire to serve with integrity and humility. A leader who knows the way, goes the way, and shows us the way. With this kind of darkness blinding us, who could be the leader? There are world leaders who selflessly devoted themselves to the field of service. Country leaders who work day and night to provide quality and adequate programs and projects to their people. Community leaders whom people can rely on the most crucial moments of their lives. School leaders who value all rights of all learners. School staff, both teaching and non-teaching, without compromising the quality education. Student leaders who amplify the voices of their fellow students, giving them equal rights and opportunities. But there could only be one leader who can impact the world with positive change. That leader is you, with a spark of hope within the kernel of our beings. If we want change to happen, it must come first within ourselves and later on be radiated among others. Let's remember how micro efforts create macro effects. We lead ourselves first, anchored with the different spiritual values of being a Oration. We empower people, transforming the mess into a message of God for humanity. Nonsense. You're fired. You're useless. Nothing you do will make the world better. You may have a point, but it's pointless. These words would mean nothing now when we choose to rekindle the tiny spark of hope with a leadership anchored on integrity, humility, service, and faith to our God. Now, Thoricians, before I step down from this stage, let me ask you this question. Who is your leader? Ladies and gentlemen, that would be all. Thank you.